Hey, good afternoon from Stuttgart, Germany. Cue Ball here with Tearing Up the Miles. This video is of a ride that I took with some coworkers and their friends last weekend on Mother's Day, on Sunday. The ride, I started off here in Stuttgart, headed down south, hit the Sindelfingen, and then to Aidlingen, where I met up with the group. And from there is where the video starts. And then we head towards Baden-Baden, and then from Baden-Baden is our first break, and then we head down south on the B500 down to the Triberg area. The video cuts out just before we get to the Triberg area, and that was our last stop before we headed back up to Aidlingen, and then from there I rode home back to Stuttgart. So all in all, for me, it was about 225 miles. So you're seeing about the first half of the trip, except for the part from Stuttgart down to where I met up with the group. But all in all, really great scenery, especially on the B500. So I hope you enjoy.
All right, a little Sunday ride on Mother's Day with a group of folks from my work. We're starting off just west of Sindelfingen, heading towards Baden-Baden, and then around making a loop. But we'll get a little bit of the German countryside here and just enjoy the ride. So it is finally getting some good weather. It's supposed to be up in the 80s today, but is actually going to be a pretty decent length of a ride, so definitely will cut off the GoPro on some of these areas that are maybe less interesting. Wasn't recording. All right, we're in Kalmbach, small town. hillside views and middle of the forest, some winding country roads in the middle of the forest. I miss those, but I'm sure we got some more coming up. So I am not worried. Again, may have mentioned this in other videos, but I just love the architecture in these small German towns. Another cam. So speed limit in the town should be 30k, so going right at 20 miles per hour. Didn't see a flash on the camera, so I'm assuming we're good. Also may have mentioned in some of my videos these roundabouts. Love the roundabouts in Germany. Lots of bikes out riding today. Alright, leaving Kalmbach. Didn't miss some good. Didn't get the GoPro turned on for some twisties and turns, but I missed. But and there's going to be plenty in some of these roads. Thing about my speedometer. I think we got another camera coming up here. Yep, most definitely. There. But I was saying, the speedometer on my bike is only in miles per hour, so kind of annoying. At least with my car, it has both, so kind of annoying. Not a big deal when I'm riding with a group, going as fast as they go, and usually the lead guy slows down as needed, so not a big deal. But constantly have to doing that math in my head. Not a lot of math, but still. Yeah, definitely a lot of bikes out today. First really warm day of the year. I think I mentioned it's supposed to get up in the 80s. see the sign, Baden-Baden coming up. Turn, going towards Baden-Baden. Pretty sure that's where we're turning. Already got dead bugs plastered all over my wind shield on my helmet. Oh, stop for a train here. Nice little hotel looking thing there, I think, or country store. Yeah, hotel. Bikes have a lot more horsepower than my bike too. Nice, beautiful scenery. We'll just go ahead and leave the GoPro on until the battery cuts out here, and then when we stop and take a break, then I'll change out the battery, hopefully. Folks, that's the way you go ahead and take those turns according to your abilities. I know that I go around turns slower than some motorcyclists, but I know my own abilities, so hey, if they don't like it, if I'm going too slow, then they can not invite me to ride with them, and I'll just ride on my own. Or if it's someone that's not riding with me, they can just pass me. Out on a Sunday enjoying the ride. But I'm not definitely not that kind of bike. My bike is definitely not that kind of bike that just go out carving up some curves, for sure. So I got both the guy kind of in front of me here and the guy behind me, who's the last guy in the group. I think both of them are rolling with their radios playing, and I can just barely hear it. One of them, I don't know which. Yeah. Tells you how loud it actually is. So in addition to motorcyclists, we got a lot of bicyclists out. Really always out in Germany riding bicycles. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and actually turn this off here. Maybe save some battery. And then we'll come back. If we have something pretty interesting, we'll come back, turn it back on. Nice little town here. Another one I forgot. Saw the name, but I forget it. Another nice little skate park. What he was trying to do, but can't do that in Germany. Block the traffic. On a roundabout for your club or your group. illegal, but kind of annoying when cyclists, bicyclists ride side by side on the road. It's pretty annoying, in my opinion. Group of cars out. This is a pretty popular curvy spot for cars and bikes, I guess. Cyclist, another cyclist. So, probably from where I got gas to where I actually started tracking the miles that I drove. I probably rode 10 miles or so, and now we're at 18, a little over 18. Ew. This is an ugly road. Curves mixed with bumps. Don't like that. But so we're at 19 on the, after I reset to 0 to count, just to see how long the ride was. So we'll add 10 to that. So we're almost at 30 miles so far for this ride, I'm gonna guess. But who knows? Last time I was in Germany, I didn't get the bike out, didn't get to ride. I had quite a few things that caused it to fail or not pass inspection. This is a kind of a bumpy road here. Well, this is a good test of that drywall sanding screen that we use to keep the handlebars from slipping, and it is a good test indeed. No slippage whatsoever. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Definitely ooh, nice car. Wasn't able to get out and do these rides the last time I was here in Germany because my bike wouldn't pass inspection. Had several things wrong with it that caused it not to pass. I was going to actually do a video of all of the things that I've done to the bike and changes, customizations that I made to it. And I'll kind of talk a lot of that in that video. But yeah. That's another thing. I don't like going around curves like that with other bikes when I'm in a group. Well, I don't say I don't like it. I like it as it relates to being able to do it on my own, because I can definitely it's on my own, I can kind of use the whole lane, so to speak, or my whole lane, versus having to be needing to be conscious of where the other bike is and making sure I only use kind of like half the lane, so to speak. So it's harder to kind of like use that line that you would use to kind of lessen the curve as they teach you when you learn how to ride. But I'm not, it's been a while since I've really done a lot of rides with groups. So that is a big limitation to, I don't want to say my abilities, but at least what I'm kind of used to at the moment. But we got some nice scenery in this little small town here. Nice kid able to do the wheelies. Never able to do wheelies on my bike. Always sucked at that. Yeah, nice scenic town here. Ooh, that's a nice bike. Cool bike right there. Ugh. That was a good bump. another test of the motorcycle screen, or the the screen that I have for the handlebars. And that is what I don't really care for or like, being on roads with crotch rockets. Craziness. We gotta do these. Curves at a high rate of speed, and it's just not me. And the thing is, I think this is the second time that I rode with this group of folks, and I couldn't even tell you which ones were in that other ride and which ones weren't. I'm terrible at remembering faces and names. I know the lead guy. And that guy rides these roads all the time. So even though it's a similar bike to mine, he's used to it. So I'm not gonna feel bad. But so always takes me a couple times to ride with folks and be really, really comfortable with their style of riding and kind of knowing what they're going to do. Another crazy thing is here in Germany are these center lines, or lack thereof, on some of these roads. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, and then going around curves, you get that. Hard to tell. Definitely don't want to be going across the center line or on a curve. Never know what's coming around the opposite direction. So, in addition to the guy that is the trail of this group that I'm in, looks like we got one more motorcyclist behind us. Not sure if he was part of that group that just whizzed on by us and he just couldn't get through, or because there was somebody following us before that was following us for a while. Like we're still recording. nice little town. Man, that's gorgeous. That's another reason that I want to get a bagger touring bike. Be able to get the missus out here on these rides with me. She never really expressed interest in the past, but has kind of had a conversation with her, and I think it might be something that she is interested in doing now. Especially if I have a motorcycle that would be a little bit more comfortable. But, you know, obviously this one is just one seat, a solo seat, so it's not even possible. But if I had something that was comfortable for her, maybe she would hop on. Who knows? We did kind of talk about it, and it sounded like it, so hopefully. Cyclists going down the hill. And then the guy in the lead is on the dang V-Rod. So he's definitely more maneuverable than some of us other folks. Fun. It's a pretty nice road. I mean, pretty nice ride on this road. When I say nice road, the road's pretty bumpy. crossing. One of my biggest worries on this road is oncoming traffic. Failing to stay on their side of the road, some of these bikes. And hitting some of these guys oncoming traffic across the center line. That would not be fun. Next stop, Baden-Baden, 6 kilometers. Guess we'll go ahead and keep recording. Hopefully we catch coming into town. So, for you folks that don't really know German, Baden or Bad is Bath. So Baden-Baden is the bath, I guess, so to speak. A lot of old Roman like bath houses and springs and such and so forth. Pretty popular in that respect. Definitely a nice ride. Definitely a nice ride today. Nice weather. Beautiful scenery. Some kind of construction going on in Germany. Somewhere on some road. While we're riding too, talk about, if you saw, actually I didn't do a video on it, but I was planning on it and didn't do it, but I got the Colt Vans grips on the bike, more minimalistic type look to it. Still very comfortable, even compared to my other grips that I had that were cushioned and thick. But I really digging them. I'm happy with them. But yeah, and they're not expensive at all, so that's a good thing. Forgot what year I was in there for a second. Happens to me often. I have never been to this town, but I do know that there is a decent size airport here, and you can get some pretty cheap flights leaving out of Germany, going to some places. Man, the temperature really kicked up, and it's really warm out now. It feels like a nice summer day. This guy keeps inching up here. Say my Dixon flannel is definitely got me warm. I'm pretty warm. Looks like our first rest stop, break area. See too many of those in Germany. Nice. bug stuck in my visor that I can see flapping out of the corner of my eye like a mayfly or something. Always annoys me when cars stop on curves. Sorry. These are the roads that I really kind of like. Nice, long, sloping curves instead of those tight curves. Some snow on the side of the road. That's pretty crazy. Cold outside. Alright, so the road that we're on is the B500, and this is taking us to Triberg. Nice scenic drive. Quite sure what that was all about. Yeah, the bugs are definitely out. It's annoying. Excuse me again. So that bike in front of me right now is Road King Special, I think. Test Road 1. Really dig that color. Test Road, Road King maybe about 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago actually now. 2018, just as I was getting back to the States after getting back out of the military and leaving Germany after my first assignment over here. Went and moved to the DC area, and I went and test rode a Street Glide and a Road King. Actually went to test the Road King, and then ended up riding a Street Glide while I was there also. I really like how it rode. I'm just not a big fan of the take mounted display. I feel like if you're looking down at the tank, at the mounts, taking your eyes off the road too much, in my opinion. I just didn't care for it. I'm sure you would get used to it after a while, but just wasn't jiving on that first test ride. So that's when I kind of decided that I would go with the Street Glide with my next purchase when I do get a touring bike. But now I'm thinking I might go with the Road Glide, but I haven't test rode one, so I really can't say until I test ride it. But all right, coming into another little small town here. Really small town. Village, you would say. Narrow road, back to narrow roads, which I'm not fond of. And it's widening up again. Still pretty narrow. That's all right. Twisty. So I like those other curves better. of that on the video. Little river right there. Some good scenery. So what I did is I remembered to bring my spare battery and my portable charger to charge up my battery at stops. And I forgot to bring my spare SD card. So once this SD card runs out, we're done no matter what. But I think we're still recording. Got the Hotel Rosengarten. It's a nice looking spot. This is a nice ride. Some more cool looking buildings and the German architecture. Oh, this is pretty interesting. Don't know what that is. Maybe a resort or something. I think we're in some ski areas here, perhaps. Not sure. Probably before I do the closeout video, I'll do a little research of some of these areas just to mention as part of the closeout recap. Probably something my fat butt needs to get into. A little bike riding. Some bike riding in the German countryside. This is not bad. Not a bad way to spend a Sunday.
Okay, so there you have it, the footage of the ride that I took on Mother's Day with a group of coworkers and their friends. And again, we started off, well, obviously from my house in Stuttgart, met up with the group in Aidlingen, and then we headed towards Baden-Baden and then down the B500 to the Triberg area, and then wrapped up the trip heading back up to Aidlingen, and then for me back home to Stuttgart. All in all, 225 miles. About 225 miles for myself. So great day out, sunny, in the 80s, beautiful day. So was a great time to get out on the bike and enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed the footage. I'll go ahead and I'll post a map of the route so you can see that. But thank you for watching and have a great day.